You don't feel love, you fear the vulnerability it demands. You don't feel falling in love, you fear not being caught. You don't fear the connection, you fear what happens when it becomes real. You don't fear the butterflies, you fear the sounds of the storm. You don't fear saying I love you, you fear saying it back and not hearing it back. You don't fear opening your heart, you fear what something might do once they're inside. You don't fear forever, you fear promising it, because forever isn't just a word. It's effort on tired days, it's choosing someone when you're angry. It's staying when it's easy to leave. You don't fear being seen, you fear being known. The messy part, the insecure parts, the parts you don't exist. You don't fear the warmth of someone's arm, you fear how cold it could be when they're gone. You don't fear attachment, you fear dependency, you fear needing someone. You fear becoming used to a voice, a present, a good morning text, a safe place to land. And then one day, learning how to live without him. You don't fear love, you fear the risk, the investment, the emotional exposure. You fear giving someone the power to hurt you without even meaning to. You fear that if you let yourself fully, you might break fully too. So you call it not ready, you call it bad timing, you call it I don't want anything serious. But what that really means is that I'm scared. Scared that if you open up enough, you won't be enough. Scared that if you try, you will fail. Scared that if you love deeply, you lose deeply. Because love asks for courage. It asks you to trust without guarantees, to hope without certainties, to stay soft in a world that taught you to harden. You don't fear love, you fear the mirror it holds up. You feel the parts that only shows. When someone gets close enough to your soul, and maybe one day you realize the scariest thing isn't loving or losing. It's never loving at all. You don't fear love because love is what you're made for. You fear what it asks you for. When the excitement fades and the real work begins. You fear the quiet nights when there's nothing to hide behind. No flirting, no mystery, no chase. Just two hearts in a crossladder without armor. You don't fear the beginning, you fear the middle. The part where love stops being a feeling and starts being a decision. You fear being chosen and then unchosen. You fear building something slowly, only to watch it collapse quickly. You fear giving someone the softest part, the childhood wound, the secret dreams, the insecurity you laugh off in public, and trust them not to weaponize them later. You fear being predictable. You fear being replaceable. You fear becoming too much, or worse, not enough. You don't fear love's intimacy. You fear its permanency, because permanency means responsibility. It means growth, and growth is uncomfortable. Love will challenge you, will expose your ego, it will test your patience, it will force you to communicate. When you rather shut it down, it will ask you to forgive when pride wants for revenge. Don't fear love. You fear who you have become to keep it. You fear that someone might see how deeply you actually care. Because once they know that, they know your weakness. You feel losing yourself, losing control, because love is not operation on control, it operates on trust. And trust feels like standing on the edge with no proof you won't fall. So you pretend, you detach, you act unbothered, you say you're independent. But late night, when it's quiet, you crave connection, you crave the warmth. You crave someone who understands you without explanation. You don't fear love, you fear the possibility that it could be real, and that you might not know how to hold on to it without losing yourself. But here's the truth. Love isn't meant to cage you, it's meant to meet you. It doesn't take your freedom, it expands it. And maybe the bravest thing you ever do is letting someone love you without running from it. Because the risk of heartbreak will always exist, but so will the possibility of something extraordinary. So you don't fear love,